Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon.
And I am a rail enthusiast who loves going up and down the country, riding on the trains, filming and taking photos of them as well. These videos of my railway journeys can differ sometimes, as they can go to plan or will go bad.
Welcome to Simon Trains Railway Journeys. Hello everyone and welcome to this, well, we're actually on a Class 365 EMU, the Happy Train. Apparently I have heard rumours these are starting to be withdrawn next week from ScotRail because they were only a temporary unit to fill in while they're waiting for the Class 385s to arrive, which we did actually ride one yesterday in the video. Very last train to Edinburgh Park I did on it. Today we are doing loads of stations. We are doing Longniddry, which we're going to head there now. Then we're going to be doing Linlithgow, Polmont, Dunblane. We'll be doing Greenfaulds, we'll be doing Camelon and Falkirk Grahamston. Oh, and Camelon's going to be in there as well. So that's the plan for today. The reason I'm doing Camelon headed that way is that I'm going to try and get a freight work in there. But we're also going to get some units at other stations, locomotives and all that. So we're arriving into Edinburgh Waverley now, and I'm going to change here for a train at 7:13 to take me to Longniddry. Just missed that one. I'm now standing in the waiting shelter at Longniddry. Now, the reason I'm standing in a shelter is because it's actually a bit windy outside. We are near the North Sea. Also today, the wind is actually going to get worse, so there's going to be like 40-50 miles per hour winds because Storm Gareth decided to drop by and say hello today. And these high winds are going to last for 24 hours till Wednesday lunchtime. So it's going to start at lunchtime today and finish at Wednesday lunchtime. So 24 hours of high winds in Scotland. Brilliant. But we filmed at Northampton before at 50 miles per hour wind, so what's any different to this? So we're here till just before 9 o'clock. As I can tell, the next train on this platform to North Berwick, because I arrived here at 7:32, is actually not until 9:01. So if you wanted a train to get to North Berwick from here, you have to wait here an hour and a half for your next train. There is one that actually does speed through to North Berwick, which we'll be filming. But there are plenty of trains to Edinburgh from here. There's one at 8:08 and then I think one at 8:58. But we're going back on the 8:58 to Edinburgh. Once we get to Edinburgh, we'll change there to go to Linlithgow, which will be our next station. So we're going to film some more action here at Longniddry. And then back, like I said, to Edinburgh.
Service to Edinburgh Waverley.
arrive at Edinburgh Waverley, which is the last station on this route.
Right down there is my train from Longniddry. There's a Class 92 there. And on the same platform is the next train I'm catching, which is the 0935 to Linlithgow, which is Glasgow Central by Cumbernauld.
Please stand clear of the platform edge. Fast train approaching.
I made it to Linlithgow. Now, the last time I was here back in November, we got a bus from here to the Bowness and Kinneil Railway for their gala, which was pretty lovely, featuring 2 Caledonian Railway locomotives. We're here now till 10:37, then we're going to go on to Polmont, which is our next station. But I'll be honest, I have rode on a few 385s and I've started to really like them indeed. I love how they accelerate, the sound of it and all that, but they are growing on me as a likeable unit, to be honest. I know there's a lot of people that may not like them, but me, I'm starting to like them. Anyway, it's everyone's opinion at the end of the day. So yeah, so we're here for a bit. We hopefully should get to Class 68 through here as well on empty stock, which has just done a circle around the Fife this morning.
We're now arriving into Falkirk Grahamston on electric multiple units, which is a bit different because I'm used to...
We are now approaching Falkirk Grahamston. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Because I'm used to diesel multiple units at this station, not electric multiple units, so it does feel a bit weird arriving into this station. I've got Jordan with me.
And I'm used to CBT HST and I'm in Falkirk.
So just arriving now. We now made it to Dunblane. Now, I was a little bit worried this morning because there was plans of cancellations this morning. Because when I was at Linlithgow, I did notice they cancelled a train to Dunblane and a train from Dunblane. Now they did cancel the 12:28 here at Dunblane, which is the train that I was going to film an hour before I left, basically. But other than that, it has been alright.
They've only cancelled that train, which is not too lost. We filtered it to stop working with a 158 out instead to cover it. So we're here till 1:28, and then we're going to get on a train, which I think is going to be that turbo start behind me, to Camelon. Once at Camelon, I'm going to film there, and then go towards Greenfaulds and Cumbernauld to see if I can get a working up after, actually, because this day is basically around one freight working, and that's the Prestwick oil tanks, which takes aviation fuel from Grangemouth to Prestwick and then comes back empty. So try and get the empty working of it through either Greenfaulds or Cumbernauld, because it has a habit of running early.
He's
we just we actually left Greenfaulds and Cumbernauld because I'm not even bothered feeling at Cumbernauld because this wind is absolutely freezing. Storm Gareth.
on Watford Gareth.
So yeah, I want to work with Gareth too. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go to Falkirk Grahamston an hour earlier than, well, actually an hour and a half earlier than planned. Film it off Falkirk Grahamston because I think I'll be alright there out the wind a bit, and then see what happens after that.
Hopefully sun's run.
Yeah, the Great Symphony should be running hopefully. I did get the Prestwick oil tanks, even though the unit got in the way. But yeah, that's life unfortunately. So, like I said, gonna leave Cumbernauld, which is off, and go straight to Falkirk Grahamston.
So the plan is to hang around down here. Hopefully it should not be too bad.
With the birds in mind.
Yeah, that's the problem. And it's right down the bridge. Let's see what it's like.
We just left Falkirk Grahamston now, and I'm going to call it quits because this rain and wind don't mix, to be honest. So I'm going to head back to Edinburgh Park and literally end the show actually. So Storm Gareth has beaten us to, well, yeah, Storm Gareth has really beaten us badly.
We We are now approaching Edinburgh Park. Alert here for the tramway.
After a few hours later, after the early turnaround and arrival back into the hotel at the Premier Inn at Edinburgh Park, I'm in the hotel after getting something to eat. Today has not really been, well, it's been good in some ways, but it's not been good in some ways as well. This morning at Longniddry, got 2 freight trains, that's no problem. Got some stuff out for the East Coast Main Line, no problem. Even had the 385s on that line, which when I've been doing that line in previous videos and all that, it used to be 380s, but there was a 380 showing up, but that came from Glasgow Central. But now 385s have taken over. The Linlithgow was alright, got DRS local haul empty stock working through there, no problem at all, even though I did cancel 2 Dunblane trains. Polmont, it was alright apart from the pouring downfall of rain that appeared there. To tell you how bad it was, there was a 385 that passed me at Polmont and the water splashed all over me. That's how wet it was. But it did dry up and everything was alright after that. Then we changed at Falkirk Grahamston to get to Dunblane. Now Dunblane was also a disappointment because I was expecting 365s, electric trains there. No, it was all diesel multiple units, which, to be fair, it wasn't too bad, but we had 158s and 170s there. But a 385 did show up towards the end of the stay at Dunblane. Then went to Camelon, that was alright, got some good unit action there. Did miss a freight train actually at Dunblane and at Camelon because we left and it passed. Then we went to Greenfaulds, which we got the DRS empty stock working again through there, which was going from Motherwell to Edinburgh to work a 5-circle service. We also got the Prestwick oil tanks through there, which went from Prestwick back to Grangemouth, which I knew when I was looking on real-time trades. I always saw that it did run early out of Prestwick, and it did today. So that's why I did Greenfaulds, but the problem was at Greenfaulds was the wind started really going wild because of this Storm Gareth and the rain as well. That's why I did not bother doing Cumbernauld, because it was in the open and I thought, nah, if this is what Greenfaulds is like, I'm not doing Cumbernauld. So I went to Falkirk Grahamston. Now it was raining at Falkirk Grahamston really badly, but it wasn't as bad as Greenfaulds. So got some action at Falkirk Grahamston. Unfortunately the Grangemouth Synfig tanks did not run, but that's no problem. But we did get the Abellio train arriving in there. And I just got a train back here. And that was it basically. So it did finish a bit early today, which I will admit, but unfortunately that's how it went. Tomorrow's plan is simple. We're going to be doing PRESTONPANS. Hopefully this is the plan for tomorrow. PRESTONPANS, Waterford, Gorebridge on the Borders Railway. Then we're going to be doing Dunblane, Falkirk High, Partick, Gower hopefully get a HST to Stirling, and then come back, and then the final part of the trip, because I'm going to be doing the 2105 Glasgow Central to Edinburgh Waverley. Now this train is a cross-country service. Now my ticket is actually not valid for that train because I've got a Central Scotland rover and you can only use it on ScotRail services. But they said that you can use it on cross-country services. But the other reason I want to do it is, and this is the reason actually, to be honest, is that I want to do the Edinburgh Suburban line. When you're at Slateford, there's a line that branches off the station. The freight trains use it. It's called the Edinburgh Suburban line. It goes through a load of disused stations and comes back round by New Craig Hall around that area, then goes into Edinburgh the back way by the East Coast Bay Line. So we're going to try and do that tomorrow, but there might not be much footage because it is going to be dark when we're going to do that. Should we have actually done that in the summer? But anyway, so that's tomorrow's plan. Hopefully it all goes well. So you can subscribe for Siren Trains Rail Journeys on Facebook, Siren Trains on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for day 3 out of 8. Even though this Scotland trip is actually day 3 out of 4 tomorrow.